Sugar Style is a visual novel by Japanese developer SME, who previously worked on Furiraba, Friend to Lover. This new game promises a fun romantic comedy with cute girls to date and good jokes. Honestly, never trying to be anything more than that.
あなたはいつも突然現れるわね。
In Sugar Style, the player assumes the role of a young man who decides to enroll at a vocational school after being invited by a relative to live with her at the dorm. What he didn't expect was that the place would be a rundown building in which only women lived. Besides his irresponsible relative / dorm mother named Karu, the dorm also has 4 beauties, who are also joining the school this year along with a pest named Erica. Though living with the girls could be an exciting prospect, he is soon branded a pervert by his dorm mates. Despite his reputation getting to a low point, he still has the chance to woo them. After getting to know a little of their stories, the player must choose one of them, thus entering their route. However, the actual dating will take a while, mostly happening in the later portions of the game. Each girl has a unique personality. For starters, Hade is a tennis girl jock, very passionate about the practice and many kinds of sports, along with physical activities. Despite that, as the protagonist gets to know her, he finds that she's very sensible and girly. On the other side, there's Ichika, who is studying to become a baker. She cooks for everyone in the dorm and is generally level-headed. Despite seeming meek at first, she speaks her mind when needed and has a scary side if irritated. Kaname has a mysterious allure to her with the poise and dignity of a noblewoman. However, she has a mischievous side which she often shows. She's the kind to tell lies, joke around, and play pranks, but people are none the wiser. Lastly, but not leastly, there's Mao, who mostly acts like a tsundere, although she's terrible at seeming threatening in any way. Despite always bad-mouthing the protagonist, she's very fond of him. She's the oldest of the 3 siblings and dreams of becoming a good teacher. Besides the choice of a girl, players can also pick between 4 jobs. Each consists of extra story moments, with the protagonist doing some work to help around the house. They help develop the characters a little further as well. The story itself is a simple romantic comedy, with a narrative that feels predictable and even a little stale. However, the jokes are well crafted, some of which work thanks to the great dynamics between the protagonist and the characters. The game consistently made me laugh, especially when the characters did outlandish things. Besides the story, Sugar Style also has a few small segments of point and click. The player has to search the girls' rooms for conversation materials during those moments. Often it'll end with him causing them ire, though the game has no bad endings, so it won't impact the routes negatively. Visually speaking, the character design is enjoyable and very expressive, with some good usage of background effects. The soundtrack is serviceable, but also generic enough to not stand out much. Also, the game offers a font adjustment option in the menu, but even with the default option, there are a few instances in which text gets cut, and there are also a couple typos that I found. Despite feeling generic and not offering much to set itself apart, Sugar Style manages to be a fun romantic comedy. Its character dynamics are charming, and it never tries to be something that it isn't. Each route features humorous exchanges that will likely be enough to warrant a full playthrough. Noisy Pixel is giving Sugar Style a 7.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.